In this video I'm going to talk about the static content, or better or newly called hero scenes. I will talk about all of them and explain what each look like and what they display. Now if you're wondering why the name static content, or why uh, the hero scenes, well, hero scenes are trendy uh, name used in modern web design, while static content was the name added for these types of elements back in the previous versions. So basically these elements are neither sliders, they're neither subheaders, they're not sections, they're just blocks of different content with nice nice options and nice layouts. So moving on, in this video I'm going to talk about the static content showroom carousel element. So I'm going to open the showroom carousel. As you can see, it's a nice carousel here with images that open into a lightbox. We have a title, a bigger title, and two buttons. Also we can set any background we want, so that's pretty cool. So I'm going to log in. Yeah, see, I've logged out. I'm just going to log in back, and I'm going to refresh this page because I want to access this page from here to edit with Page Builder. So I'm going to hide the header because I want access to this bar, which it's a bit harder with the header enabled. So I'm just going to edit the settings. So as you can see, we have the option whether we want to have a full screen or not. Currently is full screen. Now by full screen I mean full height, because this static content slash hero scene is actually full width, so of course you want to make it full screen too. Now if we disable this option, we can customize the height of the element, which has 600 pixels by default. So it's up to you which option you want. So then we have the scrolling effect, which by default is disabled, but if we enable it we can also select an effect for the scrolling. Now what will happen is the content and the background will have some effects upon scrolling. Now what I mean is, if I save this, let me just close this one, and yeah, I have to publish, and I will look to this page into a new page. So as you can see, when I scroll, the content is fading out while the background is scaling, and the content is also, the content, sorry, is also translating. Now don't confuse translate with language translate. It's just a CSS property which will move the element a bit to the bottom to maintain its position for like in the center of the overall scene. So going back to edit the options, we have this scrolling effect, then we have the text content, and now in the text content there's actually as you can see, I've added some HTML tags which could style your text. Now I could just simply leave this normally, and the text will appear by default, but I have included it into H3 and an H2. Now I did this mostly because of the sizes of the headings, but you can also use, I don't know, the headings for the SEO quality of the website. So moving on, we have the primary button, which is you can select the link, the text of the button, and the target, whether you want to open the link in the same window or a new window. Same goes for the secondary button. And then we move on to the carousel options. So we have the carousel speed, which is 5000 milliseconds, which equals to 5 seconds. And we have the pagination options, whether you want it or not. These tiny bullets right here. So moving on, we have the background and styles options. Now, as I said in the previous videos, I won't talk about them because there's a lot to talk about them, and I choose to create another video about these background styles because they are very common in the page builders element. And instead of talking here and making this video too long, I would suggest you to have a look at this video. So the video is called background styles for elements. And now moving on to the carousel items, you can see here a dynamic list in which you can add as many images as you want. You can delete them, you can sort them around, you can clone them, and you can edit their options. And here you can see I can choose an image. You select the image and that's it. Then we have the item title, of course if you wanted to, but it's good to have it. And the video link, you can the link will link to a model window which will look good on videos. Now I will just click on this so we have this one, for example, and as you can see, a YouTube video is loaded. So that's about it with the showroom carousel. If you want to add it to the canvas, just simply search for static content and you can see it here, or just showroom carousel and just drag it here, and you can edit its options. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask me, and if you have troubles with the element, just subscribe to the forums, and my colleagues will assist you there. So thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.